My name's Dr. Nought. This, my friends, is Orwell. So it's a game based on the 1984 Big Brother, except this time, unlike a lot of other narratives, we play as a worker or an employee of the government of Big Brother. So I'm playing this completely blind, very interested, love 1984, just recently read it again. So let's just jump in. Please create a profile. We've been accepted into Orwell, that's always good. Let's create a profile. Congratulations, you've been selected for the Orwell test phase. Enter your name. Well, can I not use a period? Okay, can I use spaces? I sure can. Alright. Use a profile picture. Who do I want to look like? Let's look like this guy. Yes, I love the fedora. My email address. Entering your mail address will allow us to inform you about updates on your case. About Dr. Nought at naughty.com. Nope, .net. Okay. Please agree to the following terms. I'm aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief, and while working I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. Sure. Whatever you say. Wink wink. Just kidding. Or am I? Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Registration is now complete. Freedom Plaza, April 12th, 2017. Bright and early in the morning. No records found. Our database actually sucks. Police record found. Well, clearly, once you have a police record, you're guilty for life. Oh. Well, clearly I was right. Episode 1, the clocks were striking 13. Symes, you're online, good. Call me Symes, I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will inform both the first and the last line of defense against terrorism, and we will form them, not inform them. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Nice. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there's been an incident. So let's get started. I've activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Let me read it. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Alright, bomb obliterates... First off, it's a good day to fall in love. By singular? That'd be like plural. Anyway. Bomb obliterates... I gotta stop looking at these ads. Frozen Technologies. Shaping visions bit by bit. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Bonton. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities received strange letter. Negotiations of Triflith failed. Argesian president aborts negotiations with the opposition. Violent riots in Triflith. Blaine encourages renewal. Movie shooting completed. 100 Gray Shadows. Well, Valentine's Day 2018? That's like tomorrow. I'm recording this on February 13th, if you must know. Anyway, let's read more, shall we? 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed, 5 bystanders were severely wounded. Freedom Memorial is nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming that the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirmed that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free, had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators had been brought to justice. JP. In Triflith, peace negotiations in the riot-ridden Pargesian capital Triflith have been aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report that President Cassandra abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives, as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organization of re-elections. The news about the premature cancellation of the negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It has been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods threw incendiary material into shop windows and onto cars. The police struggled to keep the situation under control. So we got President Cassart and Prime Minister Blaine. The latter stated his worries about the negative developments regarding the political situation of the neighboring country and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussions. Okay, so we are just one country who is keeping track of all its citizens. I'm not going to read this. Other countries probably not as big brothery as ours. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. Clearly we know a lot. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Oh, the arrest record? Where would that be? Am I being dense right now? Oh, there we go. So we have to just go back out to bookmarks. So we have those 3 stories. I haven't read this one yet. Cassandra Watergate. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal the relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. You're welcome. Am I gonna do this like individually? Okay, we'll take the picture. Cassandra Watergate. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Yep. Information and documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to progress. Yeah, where do we... Okay, I guess we just figure it out. It just puts it where it needs to go. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? No, I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. I mean, I do believe in coincidence more than, like, sort of fate. I don't believe in coincidence. Let me rephrase that. I do believe in coincidence. I don't believe in fate. How about that? Let's just quickly read this. So she was... Oh, I was gonna say she was born. No, she was arrested July 10th, 2016. Lloyd Duncan did the arresting in... she was put in the Central PD. The suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. So she's not like that much of a hassle, at least. Oh, it's over here. Yes, it says. Is this woman a terrorist? In the National Beholder? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago, remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. The case that keeps the media and the public guessing. Cassandra W., pictured above, but allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration. Exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. Alright. Let's see. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Protest at the Freedom Plaza turned violent 2 weeks ago. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused Cassandra W., who is an artist by profession. There's a period there. Has denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show their support. A trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, labeled the alleged perpetrator alongside with other rioters as anti-governmental terrorists. Oh, and it says it can't be undone, so once I put something in there, it's in there. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? Oh, cynical, cynical. Great, you have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You've extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. Me too, bud. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We'll then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. Ooh. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Cassandra's her portfolio, apparently. Alright, that's her website, harboring outstanding art. Welcome to the ports of Cassandra Watergate. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland, right behind the rainbow. So like this... Can I get it back though? Like this isn't necessary. I wonder if I can take multiple things at one time, I don't know. Glad you found me. Smiley face. Finally found the courage to quit my dull day job, focus on my art career. Yeah, we could add that. Interesting. We should find out what that job was. So, like, I don't think this is necessary because obviously this is not a real. This is just dumb stuff. And put my stuff on portfolio. Below you will find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows on the left and right side of the pictures below. Yeah. Thanks for telling me how the internet works. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Leave a message on my UTEL account, the Cassie92. Okay. Good. Found a chat handle. That will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. Listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. Okay. Not now, though, right? Nope. I'm gonna make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorstep. Oh yeah, tell me which piece you like. Best thing, free of charge. Now off you go and have fun. How is it free of charge if, like... How are you making money? My beloved furball Kiko. Definitely the only fam I need. I would buy that. That's cool. Yep, that beaut is me. I was never sure about the title though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter. Or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink. that's real though. Oh, we got something up here. Let's keep going through this though. A Christmas present for my darling. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well. I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. Oh, who is that? Daughter of entrepreneurs, assuming that is correct. Okay, what do we got here? So she's chatting with an unknown person. Hey, you. Hey, Jossie. Oh, good. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. Okay. Stole a credit card of an unknown person? I mean, it's not unknown. It's Jossie. If we were able to find out who she was talking about, we could lock it for the owner. Oh. There you go. But luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney, an all-round badass, have in mind this time? Okay. Wait, she stole the credit card of her lawyer? Really? Well, we should be able to track the credit card of this Langley down and lock it for him. Done. No, really. No need to thank me, Mr. Langley. You now have a profile for a related person can be accessed via the profiler. Yes, profile is down there. Okay. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into their relevant profiles. Whoa, go back. Rob's just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Actually, yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents, then. Oh, yeah. Yep, let's, that in there. Watergate, Pharma Entrepreneurs. That does ring a bell. Yeah, so that's the most recent thing we did. Oh, come on, I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Yeah, maybe. Gotta go. Now, text you later. So we should add that to it, that they're like, you know, together. Okay, so how do I get to the profiler? What is this? Oh, that's what we're doing. Cool. So we got these two things to read. How do we get back to the profiler? Is it here? Oh, there we go. So Joseph, Cassandra Watergate, client of lawyer. We don't know much about him, so we come back over here. Okay, it's a little subtle, but... Alright, procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions from the national beholder. So this is this lawyer, dude. Can I take that? Let's just go over here. Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused's parents manipulated the trial. Oh. Orwell informs me you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Huh? Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this is your decision. Once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse your choice. The case that has been at the center of media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer before the trial took place, the case being closed to lack of evidence yesterday. It's conflicting with one unknown data chunk? Oh, wait. Wait, what? This is all the info we have of her? There we go. Jeez. Oh, so, oh, this is kind of subtle. Okay. Contacts. Sold a credit card from Joseph Langley. Here you go. Daughter of pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. The case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley, pictured above, welcomed this outcome. At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty. At no point at all. The revered defense attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on hearing the results of the lawsuit. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. The victim, a father of 2 young sons, was rushed into hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he is still in an induced coma, unresponsive to treatment. Oh. So we had some conflicting evidence in that one. Let's see. Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Company, jobs, products. Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches lives with our industry-leading range of products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Sarin Blue. Mood-elevating medication. Though you'll find a small selection of most popular products. Okay, so they've got cough drops that fight against irritation of the throat based on natural herbs. Activate. Okay, there's a lot of these things. Nothing really that important. I'm not going to read through everything. How about some jobs? Watergate Pharmaceuticals looking for suitable candidates for the following positions. COO. Research internship. Looking for a COO? The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine, and at the same time is the largest medication exporter to all areas of the world. The business, Watergate Pharmaceuticals Inc., has been in the hands of the Watergate family, owning and managing the firm ever since its foundation in 1931. Bruno Watergate, CEO. Alice Watergate, Head of Research and Development. Oh, Cassandra Watergate, that's what she did before. Appointed to be COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably by one of her parents? Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit a dull job, didn't she? Yeah, so this is the one. Now I see. Keeping it a family affair. So yeah, carrying the family okay. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. So yeah, so Alice and Bruno's daughter will soon be joining the executive ranks. Not so much. We still have this issue here. We have conflicting evidence here. Okay, so conflicting update. Parents resolved to illegal means to close the target person's criminal case. So oh, I see, I see. Okay, so these two things are conflicting, so only one of them can be true. Case is closed due to lack of evidence, or the wealthy family influenced. So we have to figure out what's going on. Crime rate continues to drop. We've read this one already. Okay, yeah, so let's see what they say. On Thursday morning, the Ministry of Security published the new crime statistic report preceding year. According to the report, The number of recorded criminal offenses decreased by 4.8% in comparison to last year. The crime rates have been continuously declining over the past several years as a direct result of the implementation of the safety bill. So the safety bill is a collection of safety-centered laws and statutes created with the ultimate goal to protect the freedom of the nation's citizens. Central to the safety bill is a simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects and their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. The safety bill also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Since the safety bill has come into effect in 2011, the total numbers of acts of crime and terrorism committed have been decreasing continuously. The trend is ongoing to date. Look at that. Even though it started well before, but sure, whatever. Parge's peacekeeping mission. Terrorist incident in 2008. Okay, not looking like... I'm not going to read every single thing. So, Robert Blaine is the Prime Minister. Arthur Scott Gallagher is Secretary of Economy and Trade. Catherine Delacroix is Secretary of Security. Peter Faulkner, Secretary of Defense. Alright. 5 pillars for a great nation: safety and security, economy and commerce, values and tradition, migration and foreign affairs, education and health. Okay, that seems like 10 pillars if you ask me, but sure. Oh, we can donate or volunteer. Become a member, join the army of the nation. I feel like that didn't really help us. Jobs. Did we read everything here? Kneeling and weeping on the ground. So I think we just have to make a decision. That's what I'm getting here. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't have any evidence. That is what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Yeah, I gotta go. Text you later. Okay, so now that we have this thing does not matter. So what does this mean? I mean, I still have to read something? Oh. There we go. Is that actually the same person? Yeah, it's just her with not having blue hair. Something here didn't click. Huh. Oh. Missed that completely. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Currently, I'm thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change, don't you agree? Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? There's other pieces of information we have to get from this. Cassandra's timeline. Let's quickly jump here. There's something... that? This is what she looks like now. That's what I feel like we should be having. We're not doing... That means it's disabled, I think. Okay. Status, you're invited to tea inside the rabbit hole. So she likes Alice in Wonderland. Oh, yeah, there you go. Timelines. Cassandra Watergate, pop artist and free thinker. Plop. Birthday. Art, music, and activism are interests. Art, music, activism. What a lineup, I know. No, we're not doing a million different portraits. Okay, so I think what we do is we just disable that. There we go. Cassandra likes the Targets, a band, painting, Alice in Wonderland, my cat Kikiko. Cassandra Watergate posted on March 1st, 2017 at 11:01 a.m. Woohoo! First day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Pharma. What? Who's gonna pay for your stuff now? Mommy and Daddy won't like this. It's from Jake Clefton. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money. More than enough to pay all my bills. Don't you worry about me. And then, so, that was in March. So previously, spies, puppets of the state, you have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There is nothing left to do but to congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of you government lackeys. Most painfully, Cassandra. So she's one of those posters that, like, does not hold back. Like, I do not like people that go on Facebook or whatever and just post every feeling they have. Well, Miss Watergate. We aren't too fond of you either. Yeah. Mary Bly. Sweetie, what is the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You gotta get out from time to time. Feel much better. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I am not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again, I cannot deal with this right now. Wait, what is this? Mary Bly, broken friendship. What's the conflict? There's one conflict with an unknown data chunk. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder, but in that case, that's in the past now. Alright, so we know this, Joseph Langley. With her lawyer, might be noteworthy, yeah, for sure. So even earlier, we're going back in time. The Beholder actually broke about me being freaking redeemed of this shit. But surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations of my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's what we read about. Yep, we got that. Okay. At least you are redeemed now. Want to blow off steam together with a little late night shopping tour? Not today. I have a date this evening. Ooh, who is the lucky one? Earlier, case closed. Congratulations, I never had any doubt about it. Then Harrison O'Donnell. Kiddo, you're my heroine in both the heroic and the drug way. 1,000 cams on the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead the people to believing false promises. Cams for safety, one big lie. Juliet Carrington. Wow, I'm so happy for you. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra Freedom party on Friday? Thanks, guys. I'm so happy. I'm sure you heard the load fall off my mind. Yeah, I'll totally write an article on our blog. Of course, I'm so in. Okay, so that's her profile picture. We're gonna just, nope, we're gonna keep it like that. That concert was amazing. So amazing that I just had to give my hair a little makeover. So without further ado, how do you like it? Oh my god, what happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me before going to a stylist? We could have gone together. Cassie's going punk. Did Mommy and Daddy agree with that? Looks nice. That's a whole new you. You'll also need a new name then. What about Sarthis? Clever. Me likey. So henceforth, Cassandra shall be known to the world as Sarthis. Sure. I don't think that's it. Oh, maybe that might pop up. An alias name. You know, people on the web. So many names, so many identities. It's always good to record every alias, then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. Okay. That's the spirit, kiddo. Now I'd like to invite you to our little activist group if you want to join. Would be nice to have you with us for the protest on the Freedom Plaza on Friday. An activist group, is there anything more specific? The new one. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Yeah, don't remind me. You know, I have a history with that place. Already fucking me up. Enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was there just moments before this happened. Ugh. I never should have gone to that damn protest. What's that over there? Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not to me. Meaning her presence there before the bombing could be coincidence after all. Ah. I'll reserve my thoughts until we find more evidence. I was so happy when Goldfells accepted me into thought. Desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. An activist group called Thought. Oh, interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her. Who is Goldfells? We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Think of it this way, if you would not have gone to that protest, then you never would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would never have met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You're not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your card's not working here, can't buy anything. Have you gone bankrupt or something? Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. Guess I'll have to go without wine then. Wait, what just happened? Oh, here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule, and I can't postpone it. You've gotta be kidding me! I'm very sorry, darling. We'll catch each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. One. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please just calm down. Have you taken your Methorin? Yes, damn it. What's this Methorin? Can you look that up for me, please? Do you not have the internet? Is the only thing that matters to you that I am on fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please. It's not like that, you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Okay, so I just discovered this hot new band, The Targets. Man, do they rock. Playing a concert in the Cell next week. Who's coming along? Mary, I'm looking at you. Punks? Not really my style. Sorry, Cass. Can we just go see Cherry Cheek sometimes? They're not just some punks. Their lead singer is a real cutie, and they have this cool guitarist girl. Plus, they've got a message. What's not to like? No, sorry, it's not for me. Bah, alrighty. You're the one missing out. I'll have them all for myself then. Ooh la la, oui, no? Having an amazing shopping tour with my Mary, the best friend of all time. Oh, I see. So this is, we're saying that they're best friends. The other one's we're saying that they're not best friends, and I'm guessing since that one is more recent, they're not best friends. So boom. How sad. That's probably it here. I don't need to read every single word, right? Yep. Alright. So we've got overview. Look up the Methorin, or whatever it is. Yeah, Methorin. Antidepressant to help stabilize your emotions. Oop. She might be emotionally unstable if she's reliant on this medication. Whoop. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I will indicate that to law enforcement. I was gonna click here, but then he popped up. The thoughts. Alright, an overview of the thought. The thoughts are free! If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. Ah, 1984. Welcome to the Thought blog. Pick an entry below. Holy Moses, 9 entries? Let's take a look at one of them. Oh! Error 403. Article is private. Okay. See a trend here. Anything archived appears to be private. Freedom is on 3, published in September by Sarthis. Sarthis, what a word. An article. Yeah, okay, that's our person. It's cams everywhere, even at the Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is that more than just a little bit, I don't know, ironic? You probably all know me as either that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid cunt, or anti-governmental terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos, someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence. One would assume that in an age where there are cams everywhere, it should be easy to prove whether I was at all involved or not. But it wasn't. It took weeks of investigative custody to figure out that the cam footage was actually not clearly showing anything at all, which raises the question, why are there so many cams in the first place? The answer is intimidation only. You keep calm, quiet, and careful when there are cameras around, or you fear that there are cameras where you cannot see. When founding this blog years ago, Abraham predicted pretty much this for all of the web, and now it's in our real lives too. We've been brought to the Freedom Memorial since we were kids at school. We were told lavish tales about the founders of the nation to show national pride, and I know what you're thinking now. This thing is damn ugly. What is that donut even? The, let freedom ring. But the statement behind this ridiculously enormous heap of stones should be clear. In the middle of the Capitol, there's a symbol of freedom. Comprehensible symbolism for everyone, isn't it? The camera's there. This is now the Plaza of Unfreedom, if anything at all. My thoughts still free. Ah, here's Goldfells. I propose to consider the question, are thoughts still free? While this might seem to be a surprising question, in our current world of ever-growing digital surveillance, freedom of thought is no longer self-evident. Dear reader, there's a German folk song called "The Thoughts Are Free." It goes like this. Thoughts are free, who can guess them? Fly by like nocturnal shadows. No man can know them, no hunter can shoot them. With powder and lead, thoughts are free. I think what I want, and what delights me, still always reticent, as it is suitable. My wish and desire, no one can deny me, and so it will always be. Thoughts are free. If I am thrown into the darkest dungeon, all these are futile works. Because my thoughts tear all gates and walls apart, thoughts are free. When I was still young, long before I immigrated to the nation in 1983, I believed this to be a universal truth. There are no borders for thoughts and no rules for what is, or is not allowed to be thought. This was not because I thought people should be so tolerant, not at all. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except for ourselves really knows what is going on in our heads until we chose to reveal it. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. The increasing interconnectedness of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and a brain of our society. There is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bitstream of it. How can thoughts still be free? It's not likely that we will communicate only under great mental reservation to hold on to our knowledge, which means as a final consequence we will stop thinking. When I think of the increasingly aggressive operations of the surveillance machinery in the nation, I truly fear the answer to this question. That is why I created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the total control and safety bigotry of this digital world. Yours sincerely, A. Goldfelds. Hey Goldfells, interesting name by the way, just stumbled upon your new blog and that's some truth you tell there. The web was born in the sense of the ultimate freedom. To be who you want to be, express yourself, wasn't it? Now the gov has come to threaten this with real name policies and shit. Save your IP so they can look up who you are. So you don't say anything wrong, possibly. About time someone did something. Well, if you didn't have one before, you've just gained yourself your first follower. Frankly, I'm surprised to find someone here at all. I thought nobody would ever find this blog at all. Thank you very much for your kind words, and yes, I am very delighted to have a first follower. I know how that feels, Goldfelds. Hello, admin. I like your things too. Could you one but now even more? I don't know. To get a service on search engine optimization independent. Others get clicks and more money for you now use... Okay. So I didn't get anything from this. And she's got no comments on her thing. This is... has an adverse attitude towards violence. Okay, I read this. Can we add Goldfell's? So yeah, everything archived we can't read. I think we just have to make a decision here. Boom. Edit. Oh, if you think that is her actual attitude, we might be barking up the wrong tree after all. Alright, what we found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Juliet Carrington, that was one of the names we saw somewhere. Hey Cassie. Hi Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know. Your post on timelines about this assault. You really shouldn't write something like that. Really, Jules, you're not gonna preach to me about this stupid post, are you? Whoop. No. What? Wait, what? I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. It's between the two of us. I just had to let off steam, you know? It's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today. This bombing stirred up all of this crap again, you know? What I did. What happened there wasn't your fault. Yeah, so you hurt that officer to save me, and you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. That was so brave. How can I not have been my fault? Julia, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Fuck. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him. This is why you really should remove this post. I feel like an asshole, the worst kind of asshole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie, nobody's innocent. You'll have to let go. Okay. We're gonna do this. Yeah, screw you. I don't care if they're conflicting. What? She openly admitted to such a violent act? This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. Very good work. The intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. In Miss Watergate's case, there's not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to her former record. Thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. Be better, believe me. Wait a second, somebody's at the door. BRB. Okay, I'll wait. By the way, how's your boyfriend? You're still together? You haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Hello? Are you still there? What, do you have to like respond in like 3 seconds? No, she's been arrested. Cassie? I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. Although we have no proof she's involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. And with that admission of guilt, she will probably serve some time. Okay, I just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group, though. Whether they... Oh, God. 2 dead after second explosion? No. Take a look at the news. Two dead after second explosion. Explosive charge set off at Stelligan University in Bonton. That is horrible. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found, so these assaults are connected. As if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. This complicates matters massively, so much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors, see how we are proceed given these extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. Top right? See anything on the top right? Anyway, try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next 2 days are going to be trying at best. Oh, there we go. What does that do for me? All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Is there anything on this page? Nothing that actually happened. So, Bonton University, 2 people were killed, 3 more injured severely. Okay. And we got that song again, Thoughts Are Free, that, what's his face? Goldfell's saying on his website. So, alright. Kind of a long episode, but we're now knee-deep in Orwell. And next time we will continue. So I'm going to log off, see what happens, and when we return, we'll log back in for another day's work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.